Chip, 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 chip. Chip Kelly, former coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, is gone. I was really surprised that they fired him before the final game. Now, the final game is meaningless as far as the playoffs is concerned. I mean, it's just playing for pride. Why not give him the final game? Why fire him before the final game? That's a message. Chip pissed someone off. They didn't even give him the final game. Fire him in the off season. You know? Really strange decision to do that. Because what, you're going to have the caretaker coach for the final game? I mean, it's real meaningless now. But even when they were winning, I didn't really like Chip's style. Now, the thing is, I'll be honest here, I don't watch a lot of American football anymore. And I'm saying American football to create that differentiation from soccer, which is called football throughout most of the world. And I use them interchangeably. I call both of them football all the time. You know, when you're talking Americans, it's better to use soccer just so that people don't get confused. Didn't want to make this a soccer discussion, but I go off the top of the dome when I'm doing these videos. Now, the thing is about Chip Kelly, I didn't like the style from the games that I saw because it was an offensive style where, you know, the team was always humming on the field and was putting up a lot of points. But the possession time for the offense was always very low, and the defense was on the field for a long time, so these guys were getting gassed, they're getting tired, and they seemed to always give up a lot of points, even in games that they won. You know, they were giving up a lot, giving up over 20. So there might have been games where they scored over 30, you know, and the offense was looking great, but they gave up over 20. Sometimes some of that was in garbage time at the end of in the fourth quarter. The other team was getting meaningless touchdowns or stuff at the end. But still, you know, it just, I mean, you want to have an offense that consistently scores over 20 and holds their opponent under 20, you know, and you didn't really see that. Even in games, even when they were winning, that defense being on the field so long meant that they were going to break at some point and start giving up points. And I didn't think in the long run, I didn't think that was a Super Bowl win. Because, you know, the thing about the Eagles fans, they always believe the Eagles are going to go to the Super Bowl or have a shot. And I was reading an article today where actually some of the odds makers gave Eagles, I guess based on their preseason results, gave Eagles decent odds to make it to the Super Bowl. So a lot of fans were excited and thought something was going to happen this year, and now they have a losing record. But, you know, from my perspective, even though they had a losing record because the NFC East was so bad this year, they actually had a shot of getting into the playoffs. That last game against the Redskins, and apparently Chip's job was, his whole job was on that last game against the Redskins, which they lost and lost badly. So, no more Chip. I guess I'm hoping to get a coach that is more defensive. I have no idea who that would be, but that's would be my hope. You know, Chip wasn't a complete failure. He might get a job somewhere else. I think I saw a headline where some other NFL teams are interested in bringing Chip on. He can always go back to college. So he's going to have options. But I don't think he was the right person for this city and this team. The fans want to see, you know, smash mouth football, as they like to call it. They want to see someone with passion, you know, and I don't think Chip really represents or represented what Philadelphia fans normally warm up to. So good luck to Chip, and hopefully we'll bring in a new coach that bring winning ways back to Philadelphia, and hopefully a Super Bowl at some point.